Hello, first I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers out there on the highways and the byways, teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And I just want to speak about, nationality, race, because we're living in a world today where the core principles of life have been polluted and corrupted. Your nationality is who you are born, and it's very important to know your nationality, because your destiny is tied to your nationality, man, completely. All right, your nationality and your race, which is the same thing. All right, the word national goes back to natal, which goes back to being born. So your nationality is what you are born. All right, and you're born according to the seed, which is of man. All right, but men have created many inventions. We've sought to divide ourselves in our own way. Okay, and it's not a new thing. It's been happening for a long time. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 7:29. Lo, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. And one of the inventions, wicked inventions I should say, was the inventions of these new nationalities, like French and like American, British, English, and all this stuff. All right, and these names have polluted and overtaken and destroyed true nationality, which is the reality, because the real nationalities still exist. They're just hidden. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 3:16. And moreover, I saw, where I want is 14. I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God doeth it, that men should fear before him. All right, case in point, the Lord set up nations, man. Deuteronomy 32:8. All right, the Lord set up nations. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, so the Lord divided up the earth, and he gave all the different nations that he created inheritances in the earth. All right, and then those lands were named after the names of those nations, man, according to their patriarch. I'll give you an example. You have what's known as Egypt. The land that is known as Egypt is actually the land of Mizraim or Matazarium, and is the inheritance of Matazarium, the children of Matazarium. All right, and all nations received an inheritance of the Most High, a part of the earth to dwell in. All right. It says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam. So the Lord separated and divided the sons of Adam into different nations based upon patriarchs, not matriarchs, because if the Most High wanted to do that, he would. But he didn't. The Most High is the one that set rules and laws around here. The Most High set speed. All right, the sky is blue because the Most High said it so. Yeah, no, the sky is not fluorescent yellow. If the Most High wanted it to be fluorescent yellow, it would be fluorescent yellow. The Most High set rules and laws, so that's just how it is. He said he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. So everything is centered around his choice people, which are the Israelites. Now right now the Israelites are scattered among all different nations, and we're going by the identity of various different nationalities. And the thing is about these nationalities, especially of today, these nationalities are nothing more than corporate entities. Alright, and I'll use the French World Cup team, which is just a good little video you could check out, why France produces the most soccer system. And what you're gonna find is a lot of these the World Cup players for France are really Israelites that come from West and North Africa. You know, because we're a superior people. And a lot of those white boys you see in the French football team are really Israelites scattered among them. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, there's no such thing as France. France is a corporate, it's a corporation. Alright? France is not a nation, it's not a nationality, it's a corporation that's masking as a nation. Alright? It's corporation. And when you receive a citizenship of that corporation owns you. That's why you are now under the laws and legislations governed by that corporation. That's why you got to pay tax. You got to do what the corporation says. That's why when a business hires you, they have to follow employment law. Because when you get hired by a business as an employee, that business is basically borrowing a human resource from the state, and therefore they have to treat that human resource according to the laws and legislations of the state. Because ultimately, if you're a citizen, you're owned by the state. Point blank period. You're a corporate entity, or you're part of the corporate entity. It's not a race and it's not a nation. Okay, so you got these Israelites, and they're playing for France, and they make it look like it's a matter of them being part of that nation. No, you are playing for the corporation of France. Now, the corporation of France is owned by a particular nation of people, and that is the Edomites. All right, and we as Israelites, wherever we are in the world, we are basically underneath some form of corporation which we don't own and control. Case in point, Brazil. The natives of Brazil and the slaves that were brought over there, those are Israelites. Now, a lot of these guys are proud to be Brazilians, but Brazil is a Portuguese Edomite, I should say, an Edomite corporation. It's a corporation which was set up and is run for the profit of Edomites who own and control the Brazilian corporation. You understand? So you got all this confusion that's going on out here because Esau, the so-called white man, set up all these corporations like China. Let's give another example. Now, we know that the majority of those people over there in China is the nation of Moab. All right? It's the nation of Moab, but China itself is a corporation. It's a corporation. All right? And if you go in there and you get ownership of the central bank and you loan them, then you're gonna own China. Simple. You'll now be the owner of the Chinese corporation. All right, so it's all BS. All right, there really is no such thing as a Chinese person. There's no such thing as a French person. It's all BS. And when the Lord comes back, all these corporations are going to be destroyed. All these false names, these false tribes, these made up names like Kurdish, and so everything's made up. Even when our people was in West Africa, we made up a bunch of inventions, man. Everything's gonna go back to the proper patriarchy, the proper lineages that the Lord created and that actually exist. All right. This is Matthew 25:31. All right. It says, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. All right. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another. Now, in the kingdom of heaven, as soon as the kingdom of heaven is established, all people are going to be separated again back into their proper nationalities, man, which is biblical. We're going to separate all the nations, not based upon what you look like, not based upon what language you speak, not based upon what land you were born in, and none of that BS. All people are going to be separated and divided back as it was in Genesis the 10th chapter, according to the sons of Noah, the separation of the sons of Adam, according to their patriarchs. All right, because right now, if you go to the nation of France, you got all kind of different people. You got Ishmaelites, you got Israelites, you got Edomites, you got Moabites, you got all different nationalities of people, all claiming to be French. We're gonna have to do away with that. France is not gonna exist no more anyway. We're gonna separate them right back down into the nationalities that the Most High created, and that actually do exist in reality, not these false inventions. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. All right, because the Lord set up different peoples, man. All right, and the kingdom of heaven is going to go back to those different peoples that the Lord set up. What's that? Sirach. All right. Sirach 33:10, it says, and all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. In much knowledge the Lord hath divided them. Okay, the Lord divided the people according to what's known to the scholars as the table of nations, man. And the thing is, you got these Christians, these Edomites. Yeah, it's like it says, in much knowledge the Lord hath divided them and made their ways diverse, because every people has like a different spirit, man, and a slightly different way they're going to do things. And it's going to be like that in the kingdom, man. Everyone's not going to be the same. However, everyone is going to have to keep the same standard of righteousness. All right, but you can have a standard of righteousness and still have diversity. All right, you know, being righteous doesn't mean everyone's the same, like they dress the same, talk the same, walk the same. No, it just means you have a standard that you uphold. It's just like food. There's a dietary law, but it don't mean that you can't grill chicken, or you can only grill chicken with a particular spice. People like different spices. They like different ways of cooking foods. As long as the food is clean and according to the standard of the Lord, then it's fine. All right. But like I said, the Lord divided them and made their ways diverse, and he divided them according to men, according to patriarchs, according to patriarchy. All right, and that's what Esau is trying to get away from. He's bringing in all this confusion between the mother and the father and DNA and all this craziness, when, you know, it's all BS. It's not real. You ain't half who your mother is, okay? You are who your father is. That's how the Lord divided up the nations, and that's how the lines are kept unpolluted and pure. No one is half anything. You can't put back together what the Most High already divided. All right. That's why you got the guys saying, "Oh, the nations don't exist. The biblical nations don't exist no more." Of course, they exist. As long as there's a lineage from father to son, it exists. All right, because the lineage goes by the father. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.